Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Okay, great.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get that to the former Colt. It's Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st down, Lawrence will get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Real. Regular.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Hey, 133. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The Colts at 0-10 now on the year. And you kind of have to wonder, CD, where their heads are at with all of the struggles that they've had.
I would agree, and it's a great question because prior to the season, we all looked at this team, and we saw there were holes, and we thought, okay, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be, a tough year for them. But I don't think any one of us expected them to be 0-4 in terms of wins this season. They're going to fight hard now to try and find that one win.
Shreds him with a stiff arm, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Regular.
A toss left, Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 7.
Point it right. King.
They run with Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Run. Regular. Hey, alert. Pistol.
Mayfield off the play fake. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Regular. Got it.
A first down carry for Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Got it.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Hey, exit.
On third down, Lawrence. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Meadows, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, ready?
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Okay.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Once more ETN, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Run.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Pistol.
They'll run it again with Henry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he finds his target, Ebron. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go! Hey, hold it!
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Come on, set.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence, touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
33. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Hilliard now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Draw play. This is Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Real.
Here's Mayfield. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Alert!
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
King!
Henry up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain move. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Real.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Touchdown, Colts! Naeem Hines, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are back within a couple of the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. They had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. You and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go! Hey,
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A give to ETN running right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action with Lawrence. Out to his left. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Ready, ready. Alert, alert.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go! Hey, Haywood!
Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Here we go, here we go. Lock it, lock it.
On first down, right back to ETN. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second and 9. We're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Come on,
so 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, Alpha.
Lawrence. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 31, Colts 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little. Allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find it.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Michael Pittman, 56 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Lawrence will throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On the delay, here's Hines. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Allen Pierce, 31 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give running right, Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. On the move to his and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And he knows the quarterback steps into the huddle. The first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff for Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Okay, ready?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, exit. Hey, right here. Go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in a position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
You got perfect. Hey, over. Go. On the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Over overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Ready, set.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, two. Hey, Mike, seven. Hey.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that's caught inside the